What's up, everybody? Snake Cinema Reviews. I'm Prince Elias, and yes, I am sitting in my car wearing the exact same hoodie that you saw in the last week's video, because this week, if you're watching this video, this review now, this week I am out of town for fall break and on vacation, so I just wanted to do all of these reviews back to back and get it out the way. So let's talk about it. So Netflix has, I'm back on Netflix just like the last review, but Netflix has a documentary, a new documentary called American Murder, The Family Next Door. And I will say I do remember this case about the father who murdered his wife and kids, and at first he tried to act like he didn't know anything about it. Then when he finally got caught lying and got caught, you know, the police found out about his affair and stuff, he tried to switch and say, oh, my wife killed the kids and I killed her because she killed my kids. And I remember this case when it happened. I think it was like 2018, 2017 or something like that when it actually happened, or when the case happened. And I was like, I was following along with it like online and stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, so for them to, if this happened in 2018, and them to have a very in-depth documentary on it now in 2020, they were working hard. But they I liked how this documentary format happened, because they basically they use footage from the family. They use text messages, like every time the wife texts her best friend or her mom or her brother or whatever, complaining about the marriage, complaining about what's been going on. Text messages from her, between her and her husband, because, you know, when she disappeared, her phone was still in the house, so they had her phone, so they had access to those text messages. And she also was a vlogger. She was on Facebook, and she was, I think she was doing one of those pyramid scheme businesses, Thrive. She was working that. So she was on Facebook a lot, you know, advertising, vlogging her family, showing her business and all this other stuff. So there was a lot of footage online in public domain, and even where her family had access to, her family friends had access to you know, share the story of the days leading up to the murder, the years before the murder, and then what happened after the murder. So the way they formatted this documentary is very different than normal documentaries. The camera footage was so high def, like the body cams that the cops had, because again, this happened in 2018, so a lot of technology has been updated. It's not like it happened in the 90s or the 70s where your footage is all blurry and stuff. The only blurry footage was like the security cameras around the house or at the neighbor's home. But even some of those footages that the neighbor had from his home surveillance showing the trucks and stuff like that was higher quality than normal surveillance. So yeah, so it just felt different. This documentary felt different. But anyways, this case is so new, you probably already heard of it. If you haven't, watch the documentary, because it goes in depth. But like I said, I remember when the case happened and he was on trial and stuff, because it was just everywhere, all over social media. Some people believe his story about the wife killing the kids and he got enraged and he killed her as revenge, and other people was like, nah, you killed your kids and you killed your wife because you're an evil bastard. And I'm gonna be honest, after watching this documentary and remembering the news stories back when it first happened, I believe the latter. I don't believe his wife killed her kids. She loved those kids. She was crazy about those kids. I don't care. No, he did that shit. He killed the kids. No, he killed her, and then he killed the kids, because he just wanted a new life, and he's just an evil motherfucker. And so yeah, that's my verdict on it. But this documentary was so good. I feel so bad for the families on both sides, because even his parents were heartbroken about what happened, because those were their grandbabies, you know. That was their daughter-in-law, and she was pregnant with their third child. So, you know, everybody was heartbroken. Neither parents tried to make the others villains like you see in most true crime stories. I think they were all on one accord of, we don't understand why this happened or what happened, but we're grieving. and we're sad about it. I really felt bad for her parents and her brother. Seeing footage of them in the courthouse crying, man, it got me. It hit that hard. And for him, he's just an asshole. He's an asshole, and he served 3 life sentences. Thank God he's gonna be locked up forever. And when he dies, I hope that the remaining family members can drink and celebrate and be like, yes, the bastard's dead. I wish they would have given him the death penalty, but you know, he struck a plea deal, so 3 life sentences, yeah, that works. Don't give that nigga no parole. He don't deserve that shit. But based on the, back to the documentary, back to the film itself, it is so good. I really do believe between this, Tiger King, and a couple of others that I've watched, 2020 has been the year for docs. 2020 has been the year for true crime. 2020 has been the year for these realistic stories being reenacted and stuff. And I really think my top 10 is going to be filled with more documentaries than other genres, because that's what I've been on. I've been hitting it, and they've been so good. I think there's probably one documentary that was a waste of my time that I regret. I don't even think I reviewed it, but when I do my best and worst of 2020, you'll hear about it. But yeah, so good. I recommend it. Have you seen American Murder, The Family Next Door documentary on Netflix? If you have, comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I said? Do you believe the husband's story about the wife killing the kids and that's why he killed her? Do you know, go back, go watch the film. It's on Netflix. You're not spending no money besides your monthly bill. Go watch the film and come back, comment below, and tell me what you believe. Do you believe his first story, or do you believe the story after he got saved from the death penalty and he talked to the cops and said, okay, I killed her and then I killed the kids because they saw her dead body and they was like, you know, what are we gonna do? What's wrong with mommy? Shit like that. Because there's still some people, there's still some ignorant ass people that even after this document, even after his second confession came out, they still believe that she was the murderer and that he was protecting her name after he slandered her name. It was just, people are stupid. Humans are stupid. Sometimes I'm stupid, but I don't think I'm stupid when it comes to this shit. He did that shit. He's evil. She didn't kill those kids. But anyways, comment below. Let's debate in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. By the time you see this video, I'm on vacation, fall break, and I will check you guys. So you may or may not get a review next week, but depending on how I feel. But comment below, let me know. Be on the lookout for Snake music reviews as well, and I will check y'all out in the next video. Peace.